Good morning, students. Today we have studied for the our science new topic, that is structure of modern periodic table. In previous lecture, you learnt about the that is Dobbe-Reiner triad, then Newland's law of octaves, and Mendeleev's periodic table. And all this arrangement of this periodic table is based on most fundamental property, that is atomic mass number, that is the number of protons and number of neutrons. But there are certain limitations and drawback of Mendeleev's periodic table, Newland's octaves, and Dobbe-Reiner triad. So new periodic table is invented, and that new periodic table is called as a modern periodic table. This new modern periodic table is based on the atomic number, and this was discovered by the scientist Henry Moseley. Henry Moseley called it as a modern periodic table, and also he said that the most fundamental property of the element is not the atomic mass number, that is a atomic number, because the atomic number and electronic configuration, there is a strong relationship between them is present. So let us see what is exactly structure for the modern periodic table. So as we have started for the structure of the modern periodic table, as we are able to see here is what it is, an outline for the modern periodic table. So here firstly you can see here there are some rows are there. Are you seeing here some rows, horizontal rows are there? So these horizontal rows are called as the periods, whereas the vertical columns are there. Some vertical columns are there. So these vertical columns are called as the groups. So in the modern periodic table, there are total 7 periods are there, numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Whereas the vertical columns groups are there, their total 18 groups are there, numbered as 1 to 18. Okay, 3 to 12 is in between, then here from 13 to 18. So this is what arrangement of the groups and the period. So as there 18 groups are there and 7 periods are there, so it forms total 118 boxes. So there is a place for how many elements? 118 in modern periodic table. Out of them, as the 118 elements were known till this date, so out of them 92 were found in the nature, whereas apart from them 26 are synthesized in the laboratory. Then next one is all the elements are arranged with the important property of the elements, that is electronic configuration, atomic number, their chemical property, physical property, means each and every property of the elements is satisfied in the modern periodic table. So here this modern periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. These 4 blocks are called as S block, P block, D block, F block. Then how the S block and P block are formed? So here S block and P block are formed as S block is formed by, that is group number 1 and 2. You can able to see here group number 1 and 2. Group 1 and 2 forms the S block. Whereas P block, how the P block is formed? P block is formed by the group number 13 to 18. Then D block, next block is what? D block. This D block is formed by group number 3 to 12. Group number 3 to 12. And finally the most important block is what? F block. So as we said previously, in the modern periodic table there are the 7 periods are there, as numbered as 1 to 7. But apart from this 7 period, at the bottom, at the end of this modern periodic table, there are 2 more horizontal rows are there, and they are called as the lanthanide series, and second one is that is actinide series. So this is what are lanthanide series and the actinide series, which is present at the bottom of modern periodic table. So this lanthanide series and actinide series form our 4th block, called it as a F block. After the, as the modern periodic table is divided into 4 blocks, then next one, group number 1. Are you able to see here group number 1? So what that group number 1 contain? Alkali metals. In group number 1, what they contain? Alkali metals. Then group number 2 contain the alkaline earth metal. Group number 17 contain the halogens, whereas the group number 18 contain the noble gases. Noble gases means they are not reacting with any element. They are neutral. So this is what elements which are present in the modern periodic table. In this one, alkali metals are present in the group number 1 and group number 2. Then next one is the how the S block and P blocks are formed. As we said previously, S block and P block formed by the group number 1 and 2. So what kinds of the elements are present there? So in the S block, all kinds of the metals are present. Means only metals are present in the S block. Whereas in T block, there is again all metals are present. But these all metals are called as a transition element. Means the elements which are present in the group number 3 to 12, they all are called as what? Transition element. Then afterwards, the elements which are present in the P block means from the group 13 to 18. So there, very interesting, that is metal, non-metal, and as well as the metalloid also present. Means all kinds of the elements are present in the group number P, that is group P, that P block. Okay. Then afterwards, at the F block, in a block, what are the elements are present? In a block again, all are the metals are present. And this F block, the elements which are present in the F block, they are called as inner transition element. What they are called? Inner transition elements. Then next one is this lanthanide series and actinide series are started from the element lanthanum, that is atomic number 57, and ended to the lanthanide series. Because why it is called as a lanthanide series? Because it is started from the lanthanum. So lanthanide series is started from the lanthanum and ended to the lutetium 71. 71 means atomic number. Whereas actinide series, actinide series is started from the actinium 89 and ended to the lawrencium 103. Then this is what structure of modern periodic table. In structure of modern periodic table, one more thing is there. Here is a metal, non-metal and metalloid easily get separated. So how can? So let us see. That is metal, non-metal and metalloid, they are easily get separated. How can? So as we have seen here, on the left hand side of the modern periodic table, here all are the metals are present. Here in S block also metals, P block, D block also metal, where in P block also on the left hand side, here also metals are present. But here you can observe here one zigzag line is shown here. So in that zigzag line, the metalloids are present. And what are the metalloids here? Boron, silicon, germanium, arsenic, tin, tellurium, polonium, astatine and technetium. So these are what metalloids which are present in the modern periodic table. They can shown by which line? Zigzag line. And to the right hand side of this metalloid, there were all non-metals are present. Means in the modern periodic table, metal, non-metal and metalloid easily get separated. Towards the left hand side of the modern periodic table, all are metal. Towards the right hand side to the metalloid, those all are the non-metal. And on the zigzag line, there is what is present? Metals are present. So this is what our structure of modern periodic table, which is based on the atomic number, then their chemical property, and next one is most important thing is what? Electronic configuration. So whatever the drawbacks, ambiguities of the all the periods, that is Mendeleev's periodic table, Newland's octaves is there, and last one is what? That is a Dobereiner triad. that whatever the drawbacks and limitations are there, that are easily removed by this modern periodic table. Even though position of each element also get properly, but there is again some confusion about the position of the hydrogen, because as we learned previously, hydrogen shows the similarity with the alkali metal as well as the halogen. So in the modern periodic table also there is no any proper position to the hydrogen. So this is what our structure of modern periodic table. Okay, thank you everyone.